Hey folks, Simon here. Now this week in Coach's Corner, I'm going to talk about something I've been seeing a lot of people talking about as we head into autumn and winter. And that is people saying, should I have an off season? Should I take my foot off the accelerator and do nothing for a little bit and allow my body and everything else to just relax and absorb? Well, do you know what? I've got my own views on this, and I think really let's just talk about why I don't think you should. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start with that question. Do you really need an off season? Now, a load of people will think that they do, that backing off and pulling back and doing less is what they need to be doing. But here's my thought, here's the thing. Unless you're a pro rider who's been racing and training hard for the whole year, you don't really need one. The reason why pro riders pull back and switch off after their season is that they've got a massive training load throughout the year to deal with, and their body just needs a break to absorb the training and fully recover. As recreational cyclists, we use our training to stay fit and healthy and make us feel good about ourselves. It's really good for our mental health. So taking a whole month off really just doesn't make sense. And trust me, when you take a month off and you back right off, your fitness drops quite a bit. So it makes it really bloody hard to rebuild back to where you came from. Let's look at your training in a different angle. So I'm trying to give it a bit of a visualization to it. So imagine if we think about it in terms of diet. Let's say over the year, you lose 5 kg because you've been focusing at it and you've been making every effort to try and lose that weight. But over a month, you go, I'm on an off season, I'm just gonna eat what I want, I'm just gonna chill out, I'm gonna drink what I want, and you put it all back on again. Think about how much time and effort you've put into that to change your body shape, and now you've just let it all go. Now, that's the same thing as having an off season and just switching right off. It's going to affect how you get back into your fitness. And as I said, as a recreational cyclist, do we really need to do that? Here's something else to consider. As we go into the autumn and the winter months, we get less chance to ride those volume rides that we've been doing over the spring and the summer. So in actual fact, our off season is kind of dictated by the daylight hours anyway. So it's kind of important that we don't take too much of a step back and we make sure that what we are doing in our training is meaningful and is pretty much quality driven. So as the winter months race towards us, what can we do when it's harder to ride longer in the evenings and stay motivated and grow your fitness? Well, the thing I do with the guys at Velo Performance is that we keep the training consistent, but we shift its focus. What I get them to do during the week is focus on a couple of key bike sessions around 60 to 75 minutes. One strength, one power, and I get them to start heading to the gym a couple of times to lift heavy, and at the weekends use the daylight hours to use that extra time to keep their aerobic engine in good order. So the thing to think of is that you don't need to back off in an off season, you just need to change your focus, and this will make training interesting, keep you motivated, and build robust strength and fitness. So when spring comes, you'll be fit and riding strong. Right, that's it for Coach's Corner this week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Now look, do me a favor, please hit like, hit subscribe, and share this with your friends, because I am trying to get a decent message out here to try and help people get the best from their training. So when they decide to take on their next big sportif or go and ride long, they've got the legs to do it. Thanks for watching.